Writing a personal statement, whether you're applying for a position, or medical school, or a graduate school, or communicating your life story and professional journey, it can be a challenge.
Ever since I was a child, I knew I wanted to be a doctor.
The stethoscope's not just a tool, it's a symbol of hope.
Medicine combines my love of science with my passion for helping people.
Okay, we can write a better personal statement. Let's talk about how. It takes dedicated time, creativity, and even some strategic thinking to make that mission statement something the employer or admissions committee is truly going to remember. You can't just pump this out overnight. I'm Dr. Chad Brands with Mentoring Docs. We're going to take a closer look at the personal statement that is vital to your professional success in these competitive application processes, such as graduate medical education and securing a residency or fellowship program in the match. Having read thousands of personal statements, we'll answer and address most frequently asked questions that competitive applicants need information on to write a standout personal statement. Let's jump right into these questions. What's the first and real purpose of a personal statement? It's to communicate the real you on paper. Every candidate's a unique combination of purpose, motivation, experience, personality, and adventure. This statement is a chance to fill out the picture of who you are and go beyond your academic achievements, your test scores, your GPAs, and your experiences. We're not looking for robots. Committees are looking, as employers, for a better understanding of the authentic you, personally and professionally. These groups are your audience, so keep your audience in mind. Second, directors, faculty leaders, staff on the team, including those in graduate medical education, are they even reading my application? Will they even look at my personal statement? Yes, a resounding yes. Timpani roll here, but it's not the first thing that we see. When leaders pull up your electronic application, there's a whole display of different components throughout the dashboard. Leaders like us actually have to maneuver and navigate to your personal statement. It's similar to a traditional paper application. It might not be right on top in these digital processes. It's a set of information that serves as a basis for an employment decision, an up or a down vote from the organization ultimately. So the first review includes a decision about granting a next step call or virtual interview or an in-person interview. So the personal statement's not really a first impression document. The first impressions are going to come from that smiling professional photo submitted with your application. What about that photo? It's not a selfie. It's a professional, not casual shot. Wear business suit attire. You'd really be surprised at what we see. Out of focus, poorly framed shots, candidates not presenting their best professional selves. Smile for the camera. Don't underestimate the power of a good expression on this first impression photo. It's worth getting a professional shot that will showcase your best, most confident self. It might show up on a website. It might even get you an interview, a virtual one, or pave the way for an in-person interview. Next question, what's the most optimal length for a personal statement as part of your application? It's in the eye of the beholder. Doctors are some of the busiest people, to say nothing of how busy leaders in medicine and healthcare and education are. Some of my colleagues, most, will say they're not going to read anything over 3/4 to a full page. There's some exceptions. While they may not be ironclad official end-all word limits for your statements, make it a page or less and it's going to be read. Make it clear. Make it longer and you risk failing one of the first tests of synthesis and integration. That summarizing function, and we expect it of all leaders in the employee world, including doctors. It's your life. You have to summarize it well, communicate why you're invested in the next steps of your professional journey, and what you uniquely are going to bring to the organization in this phase. Be a standout. Does my personal statement need a hook? We've all heard of the usual one-liners. Well, ever since I was a kid, I dreamed about being a doctor. I grew up in a medical family, and my mother, an ophthalmologist, is my hero. That's a great way to lose a busy doctor's interest. So yes, you want to have a memorable hook. Absolutely. Those first sentences hold power in your statement. Think of it as you standing out in your written performance and increasing your chances of actually being granted an interview in the competitive race with your fellow applicants. With limited spots and everyone vying for attention, being memorable with that hook helps move you to the next phase and to actually land an interview in the candidacy for that position. So, Dr. Brands, what does a good introductory hook look like? A good hook is going to pull the reader into your life story, leaving them something memorable and personable. The reader is typically a leader or a member of the admissions committee selection group who evaluates whether you could be and might be a good fit for this opportunity. By memorable, I mean we can remember it a month or 2 or 3 later when we interview you in person. And before we meet you in person, there's so much information across our desk and been transmitted across the synapses of our gray matter.
I've been an Olympic athlete.
I've climbed the highest mountain peaks in the world.
Flown around the world, played a concert in Carnegie Hall.
Those stories will really highlight your unique gifts, life experiences, but ultimately it comes down to that value you're going to bring. Ask not what your next step employer is going to do for you, but what are you going to bring to the program or the employer? You can be honest. We all face struggles in life, challenges. A strong, memorable statement doesn't just check a box. It sets the tone. And when we see a standout personal statement, we're getting excited to actually meet that candidate when they walk through the door because we've invited you for an interview. Let's discuss what should not be in the hook. It's not drama from med school or prior years of study or work, not your personal trauma, not your favorite pet, not your personal health condition or chronic disease, unless you have an exceptional, compelling story to tell, such as being a cancer survivor, for instance. Remember, most physicians really do not want to hear about their colleagues' personal medical conditions in the context of a competitive application for employment process, not even at holiday parties. There's a time and a place, and it's in a confidential, private evaluation with your own personal physician. What are the potential professional disqualifiers in personal statements? Looking at what might not get you an interview. Seek coaching and mentoring on how to blueprint and remodel a personal statement so that it's well built on a solid foundation. It's like planning, designing, and constructing a beautiful home, one you'd be proud of and enjoy living in with your family after it's built. It reflects you, what you value, as well as where and how you choose to live. We're reading for those values. The standouts often have a spirit of generosity, warmth, engagement in their words. Their statements extend a warm, inviting welcome, making a positive introduction that opens the door wide to new colleagues and sets of opportunities. So, your personal statement needs to not only be well written, in substance and style, but also needs to have the appropriate syntax as you communicate in English. Please, before you send it, double check it, spelling, grammar, have a colleague read it. Can leaders tell you've used artificial intelligence to write your personal statement? We can tell, team. Using AI to check your spelling is one thing. Using it to spit out an amazing statement with an incredible but unique personal story that's not you is quite another. The goal for your personal statements is going to be for you to communicate with personality from your side of the desk. And when you think you can get away with it, all it takes is one interview for everyone to see that this personal statement does not really speak about you. You can't expound on it. And after speaking with hundreds of candidates and reviewing thousands of apps, we can tell when something's off. It is. And we can talk all day about the ethics of that and what it says about your personal character and integrity. Ultimately, you missed the opportunity to show us the real you. At some point, all the GPAs and test scores hover in a high range, but your life experience is singular to you. And that's a reason people still want a human, compassionate, empathic doctor who shares the ups and downs of life. And you don't have to be the world's best writer, but you got to tell us about yourself. Who can I ask to confidentially review and critique my personal statement? Will give me helpful feedback that'll improve my life, profession, and performance, not just the writing. Well, here's some options to consider. You get to choose. Your spouse or significant other would be a good place to start. They know you best. Your family members, someone who knows your journey well and how hard you've worked to get to this point. I got a lot of ink back on those scientific papers. Great writing requires excellent editing and rewriting. It's not about impressing someone, so take your work to a few trusted family, friends, faculty members who've been instrumental in your career journey and in your professional identity formation. The best perspectives are going to come from those colleagues and friends and family who know you best and who know most about the career pathway that you're traveling and that you want to succeed on as you move to the future. Share your statement in progress with maybe a classmate or two who will pledge to keep it confidential and give you honest, unvarnished feedback. And then get a coach or a mentor. It's really worth setting up an appointment with someone who's successfully achieved what you are setting out to individually. Coaching offers that space where you can talk out loud, troubleshoot, bounce ideas off, and get some good feedback without the performance pressure. Check out the link in the description down below to learn more about tailored one-on-one coaching specific to you. What's the timeline, you might ask, for building this well-built house of the personal statement and getting it ready so that you can move into it and live within it and share it with the world? Now, a sense of urgency. You have a life to live and a successful career and future to build. Most individuals are not naturally gifted writers. And there's also writer's block, innumerable distractions that seek to set you back on this timeline you're on. Once you determine to do something and really do it, inner and outer distractions are going to just pull you in many different directions. So set aside an hour every day to get started, and then an hour or two a week on those drafts that you're willing to share with individuals, taking that insightful feedback into your own writing style and making it better. It's a living, breathing mission statement. It's going to guide you as you move through your classes and excel in activities and seek out additional career guidance. It's actually going to shape the rest of your application. How many times should I revise that personal statement? As many times as you and your circle of confidants believe that it should be revised. And until you are confident personally, it represents you, polished for prime time. Keep it going. Keep the paths and the soundtracks in your mind reverberating, labeled separately as all good writers do, so that you can return to a previous draft if you like it better than the current one. Back up your files. How do I keep the big picture top of mind? Take breaks from the creative writing process. Professional authors do it, and you will need to as well. Revising the statement comes easier. Stay optimistic. Keep that open mindset. Accept feedback. What's that big picture view of the future of my career path again? Begin with the end in mind. Think about it. You can see it. You're graduating soon from medical school, applying to a set of programs in a specialty. See yourself on match day with that notification letter after you opened your token. The personal statement's a key part of formulating your strategy. It's got to be clear and concise and communicate authentically who you are on your personal and professional journey, your unique motivation and how you envision contributing to a program, and why you want to be a standout professional within it. And our backstage tour is concluding. I'd love to hear from you, as I've heard from many colleagues across their careers who've surmounted the challenge of communicating their own personal stories and mission statement. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Share these videos with your classmates and colleagues. Remember, even the most gifted individuals have challenges writing about themselves. See our website at mentoringdocs.com, and there'll be additional information and resources there to help you on your journey. There's a link in the description down below. I'm excited to be journeying with you through medicine and giving you strategies for your ongoing success as a physician. Until next time, stay well, study well, and write well.
Let's unlock the door.